Hi, my name is Yeva, and together with the Biotech Lab at Innovation Agency, I worked on a project with Carolina, Paulus, Rosa, and Victoria to establish a framework for a regulatory sandbox in Lithuania's life sciences sector. Briefly, the life sciences sector refers to industries that enhance human health. This mainly includes health technologies and food technologies. And in Lithuania, the sector is expanding at among the fastest rates in the European Union, with a 170% expansion from 2022 to 2020. Some factors that support this growth are strategies under the Ministry of Economy and the Ministry of Health, which prioritize safe innovation in health technologies, biotechnologies, and safe food. In addition, Lithuania has a strong startup and research ecosystem with more than 120 life sciences startups and existing and upcoming research parks. Some factors that limit the growth of the life sciences sector include scale-up for businesses. For especially small or small to medium-sized enterprises, they find that early-stage investments are easier to come by than finding long-term growth opportunities for investments into facilities for clinical trials or other factors for long-term growth. In addition, they face complex and lengthy regulatory procedures. This is especially due to lengthy authorization timelines with multiple clock stops. For example, when submitting a product for novel food authorization, the assessment by the European Food Safety Authority generally should take about 9 months. However, with clock stops, it could take up to 3 years. In addition, there are non-centralized guidance documents and limited pre-submission advice, especially personalized advice. So the objective of this project is to create a framework for life sciences regulatory sandbox to incentivize innovation in the Lithuanian life sciences sector. Briefly, a regulatory sandbox refers to a framework that allows businesses to test innovative products for a limited amount of time under regulatory supervision. They are applicable in various sectors throughout the world, as well as in Lithuania. The most prominent one in Lithuania is the Bank of Lithuania, which allows companies to test their products and develop ways to adapt their products to existing regulations. So in the life sciences sector, a regulatory sandbox would align with EU and national priorities, such as the new European Innovation Agenda. This incentivizes the development of regulatory sandboxes in sectors in which regulations are hindering innovation. In addition, this would help combat regulatory uncertainty by allowing for feedback loops from regulators to innovators. And thirdly, it would facilitate life sciences sector growth. The proposed design of the sandbox would have focus areas in health technologies and novel foods. Under health technologies would be medicines and medical devices. And as for novel foods, this would include foods produced via biomass fermentation, precision fermentation, and cellular agriculture. Companies eligible for the sandbox include startups and small to medium-sized enterprises that are developing an innovative product which fulfills an unmet need in one of these two focus areas. Applicants in the sandbox must have a minimally viable product with high market potential. This is the proposed timeline for the sandbox, with project launch suggested to be early in 2026. Proposed outcomes of the sandbox are to increase the innovation's maturity level and support high-value growth in the life sciences sector, and this would be done by promoting collaboration among regulatory bodies and companies, as well as accelerating time to market for innovative products. In the long term, the hope is that this would position Lithuania as a hub for life sciences innovations by encouraging investments into local companies, increasing international cooperation, and promoting a favorable regulatory environment for innovative products. Thank you so much for your attention and for all the stakeholders that contributed to this project. For further information, you can go on the Create Lithuania website to see the project results. Thank you.